Okay, so the required items for this is the sheet we just printed, a needle, the cutter, a ruler, a marker, some aluminium tape, aluminium foil or kitchen foil, regular tape, and up in the right corner you can also see some spray paint, which we're going to use later. And we should also mention the scissor. Right now I'm cutting off the extra material from the picture which is not needed. I then taking the aluminium foil, placing the picture up above, and cutting out a square piece from the aluminium. I'm flattening out the aluminium foil with a ruler and make sure that the picture is fitting. I'm then cutting 3 pieces of aluminium tape. The tape is supposed to make the aluminium foil stronger while cutting in it. The placement of the tape does not need to be extremely straight, as long as it covered the aluminium foil where the picture is going to be placed. As you can see, I'm using the ruler to flattening out the tape against the aluminium foil. This will give the aluminium foil and tape a good flat surface and a good connection to each other. I'm then using the cutter to remove the extra material which is not required for the final product. Try to place the picture as flat as possible against aluminium foil. Then use tape to make sure that the picture stays in place. Then I use tape to cover the whole paper area to make it stronger while cutting in it with the cutter. Then using the scissor again to remove the extra material, or tape in this case, which is sticking outside of the aluminium foil. Since the white area is going to be removed, I have to make sure that no black areas is hanging in the air. For example, the right eye in this picture. Therefore, I'm using a marker and mark out some more black areas to connect the right eye to the rest of the head. After that, I can use my cutter to remove the white areas within the head. Since this picture has a lot of small holes, I'm going to use a needle instead of my cutter to create those. After I cut out all the white sections, it's now time to remove the tape and paper. I'm starting off with peeling off one of the edges, moving along one side until I can remove the whole thing at once. After removing all the tape and paper, it's now time to recut all the lines to make sure that the aluminium tape and aluminium foil is separated, and making sure that no detail is destroyed while removing the areas which should be removed. Since aluminium is such a soft material, you can use the tip of your blade to create rounded corners by just pushing the aluminium foil. We're now going to create the can lantern itself. For this you need a beer can, in this case 50 centiliter, a file with a round edge, sandpaper, metal cutter, screwdriver and a drill, and also some spray paint. I'm starting off by drilling holes in the top of the beer can. Then taking the metal cutter, cutting between the holes to remove the top part of the beer can. It's now time to use the file. Make sure to be gentle, since if you hit the side of the beer can with the file, the formations that are unwanted will be seen through the whole project. You can then use sandpaper on the inside of the hole to remove sharp edges. The same sandpaper is then going to be used on the outside of the beer can to create a rough surface, which the spray paint can easily be applied to. Before spray painting the beer can, we are going to cut out the guidelines for the hole, which we draw in the beginning of this project. I'm using some tape to attach the guidelines to the beer can. After a few tries I was happy with the placement and used my marker pen to draw the circle. By using some scissors, I cut the hole using the guideline. I made sure to stay on the line. It's not too important that the hole is perfectly round, since we are going to use some rubber tubing to create a safe frame for the hole. You can here see the beer can with 2 layers of spray paint. After some tries I managed to get aluminium foil inside of the beer can, without destroying any details. I'm using some aluminium tape to make sure that the pattern we recently cut out is staying on its place inside of the beer can. I'm here using my fingers and a pencil to make sure that the aluminium foil or pattern we recently created is getting its proportions right again. We're now going to use some rubber tubing to make sure that the edge has a nice appearance, as well as that all the sharp edges is hidden under the tubing. I'm now going to use my cutter to open up the rubber tubing. Make sure to not push too hard, we just want to open up the tubing, not split it. I'm going to use some hot glue to attach the rubber tubing to the beer can. Now when the rubber tubing is on its place, it's now once again time to make sure that the aluminium foil has its right proportions. And there we are, the complete can lantern. If you like this video, make sure to check out the do-it-yourself coin ring, which I have linked here. Make also sure that you hit like and subscribe, it means a lot to me. And I'll see you in the next one.